Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday night with 4C Comics live sketch show. I am Jeff Dunn. I am joined, of course, by the most versatile condiment in the world. It's good on sandwiches. It's good on ice cream. Mr. Bacon's here tonight. I've got the forefather himself. Past you. I point past you. It's past you. And then Mr. Ken Carson is here, the forefather of 4C. And Annika is driving, so she is blacked out on there, but she might jump. She might hop in. She might say hi. There she is. And that wonderful laugh comes from the Brohawk himself, Mr. David Williams. How are you doing, buddy? That thumbs up and all the love. We love it. We love it.
David, welcome back. It's great to have you back on the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me. It's been a long time trying to get back in order.
I know.
It's been an uphill battle, but that's life.
Hey, that's right. Listen, you're back, and we're so happy that you're back, and glad to have you. And we thought, how better to have you back than do a nice live sketch claim show. So, what are we offering up tonight, boys? I don't see a scroll on there, so I don't know what we're doing. Sorry, Ken is. Listen, let me tell you a little. So I am in a different location today. Ken is in a different location today. Bacon is in his normal location, but he's got a busy life.
I believe we're doing half to three-quarter body on 11x17 for $200.
Look at that, $200, guys. So as soon as Ken throws up that claim, anybody who'd like a sketch can claim one of those. Well, not for Steve Manning because he's not here, but we'll claim for something.
I'm using my iPad, so it's not as official.
You couldn't even put D Whams or something at the bottom. You just put 200 11x17.
Listen, Ken's doing his best. He's been dry. He drove for 2 days from Florida to Michigan.
Really?
He's doing his best. Technical difficulties. That's right.
I'm pretty sure that also sounds like a personal problem.
Well, his personal problems are our business, so the more problems, the better, I think. But yeah, so $200 tonight. As soon as we throw up a claim form, anybody who would like a claim from David, please jump right on. There you go. D-Wham's claims are open. So if anybody would like to claim one of those, $200, 11x17. It says Brohawk now. There it is. And he'll be doing torsos in 11x17. They are awesome. Shane Allen says, tell Dave D-Whams I said, what's up? Emilio says, yeah, the 4C Wheel of Deals with Anthony was fun. It was fun. We had a lot of fun doing that.
Anthony wants to do it again.
Yeah.
So he said, get some people to make some claims, and he'll come back and do it.
Wow, right. That's good. He was very scared at first to do it, I thought.
Oh no! Yeah, after a while, he loved it. He was loving to make deals. He was making deals on stuff he didn't even want to make deals on because he was enjoying himself. You got to love about Anthony is he's a gambler at heart. So he's ready to do that. He's ready to make the deals.
Oh yeah, yeah. He even had his World Series of Poker glasses on. I'm going through Bill's art. I follow the art everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out a place to put my iPad.
That's right. That's where Ken is. He went all the way to Mr. Bill Morrison's house, and he's looking through a whole bunch of art and stuff and getting this done before the gauntlet of conventions start in June.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, once again, $200, 11x17.
1.5 weeks today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey, Dave, what's up, buddy? How you been?
Pretty good. Like I said, getting back in order and into the swing of things, and getting to get out of my artistic habits of I was doing commissions with markers and whatnot, but I started getting into painting, so I started watercoloring and stuff like that, and so I'm learning, and I'm growing as an artist, which is a good thing, and it's a good thing for the remnant, the the last people I owe art, because I'm wherever their art was as far as marker, I'm leveling up, like I say, and adding color, painted color in like watercolor or gouache. Gouache is now the thing. And like my very first painting I did was this was a watercolor I did of Conan.
Wow, look at that.
Cool.
And I've never watercolored before, so it's it's just learning how to do it. And I got and then the very next one I did was I did a
That's great.
Oh, wow.
and
That's fantastic. I love that.
So with some of the people I owe color pieces to, this is where it's going. This is the direction of, I'm trying to take the art and I did this Superman. This was another test. See, I was just testing gouache. This is the first time I used gouache. It's the same painting technique that Alex Ross uses. He uses gouache on his paintings. And I recently did this she devil, and she is a devil.
We do have a claim. David Desmond has a claim for you, so we just got to figure out what he wants from you, and we're just going to start off with David, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, David, let us know what you want David to do for you. David and David, of the law firms of.
There you go. Oh, here's something.
Ooh, a Steranko era Nick Fury.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll do that. I'll
That
show
should be pretty good.
a couple other pieces I did.
I believe Facebook user is Avi, I think, or he is one of them.
It's Joe. No, well, I don't know about that one.
Oh, well, we have lots of Facebook. Remember, guys, when you're watching on Facebook, and if you don't want to watch on Facebook, come over to YouTube. But if you're watching on Facebook, you got to give StreamYard permission to see your name. That is fantastic. No.
Oh, wow.
So this was all watercolor.
Stop it.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Holy moly.
We got a holy moly from Annika.
You got a holy moly on that. That's high freaking praise.
She had to pull over to look at that one.
And got a Doctor Strange.
Oh, and I love it. Wait, it's got like him in his Astro form too.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Oh, I see that now. Wow, that's really cool.
Oh, Bacon, check that out.
Dude, that's one of the best battle damage Spider-Man I've ever seen. No joke.
Oh, thanks.
Wow.
There you go. Joe switched over to you. Wonderful. Hey, Joe, while you're there, and if anybody else is there,
I think that's Shane Allen's piece, right?
Yes, and I'm mailing that off tomorrow.
Awesome.
That's right, Shane. That's your piece, buddy. That's fantastic.
And there's some of these pieces are still available.
Well, we can post those on 4C if you want, and I'm sure we'll get some bites.
Wait, the Spider-Man was for somebody?
No,
Yes.
someone
Shane Allen.
already got that.
Shane Allen.
Of course.
These two are available.
Flash Gordon and Ming the Merciless, and a Superman looks like he's about to build his Fortress of Solitude right there.
Super dude.
So I'm getting
Brooklyn, Nerd from Brooklyn wanted to know if the Conan was available.
No, that one's sold.
Oh, sorry, buddy. That one has been taken.
Yeah. Sorry. What else is there? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, hey guys, listen. You never know if we might open up another sketch list for David for some commissions, for some color commissions at one point. We just got to make sure he's caught up on his work and stuff. So always stay tuned.
And everybody in 4C that helped me I really appreciate it. And there were people beyond 4C that was, helping me in my situation. And the work got overwhelming, and just the emotions got overwhelming with the whole entire thing. So I want to thank everybody who helped me.
Well, listen, you're a founding father of 4C, always part of us. So anytime we can help, we're always going to do our best to help you out.
Absolutely.
Anybody that's great.
So Nick Fury, huh?
I want to show you guys something. So I'm at Bill's house, and I'm going through some art, and so this is a cover for Simpsons comics.
Wow.
Right? And see how it's like, it looks like Post-it notes? Mm-hmm. So I said to Bill, I was like, that's pretty cool. Did you actually use Post-it notes? He goes, yeah. He said, I was messing around, and I made a poster with Post-it notes. And
wow.
I have it.
You found it. It's blow yourself up, Ken. There, I was going to say, look at that. Look.
Wow.
And I actually made a cover out of it. Look. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So that's the actual cover then, right?
This is the actual cover of the Simpson comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
It's like some modern art right there.
Yeah.
Hope you don't. I'm just looking for reference.
Sure, yeah. And I hope everybody enjoyed the Comic Art Live this past weekend. We did we did a show with Anthony. That was a lot of fun, a little Wheel of Deals show. And then we had a nice interview yesterday with Mr. Tom Grummett, where we talked to him for almost an hour about his career and the Superman dying and just all the stuff he's working on and has to come. So if you guys want to, you can go on to Comic Art Fans website and tune into that and enjoy, because we had a lot of fun talking to him. And you never know. Maybe we'll bring him on here one time. He's a good friend of D-Wham's, so hopefully we can get him to do a little sketching, but we have to figure that out.
Got to go through the proper channel.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do we see? We're coming up. We've got Philadelphia Comic-Con. Is that next weekend?
That is next weekend. Yep.
Next weekend.
I'm getting super excited. I haven't been to a show this year, so what's it been, like literally 8 months, I think, since the show?
Yeah.
And then I got a text message this morning. I rented an Airbnb for Heroes a couple weeks ago, and I got a message this morning from Airbnb saying your reservation has been canceled. Sorry. So, Annika Bacon and I will be sleeping on the street there between the convention center and the Hyatt. Should be nice out. I mean,
Hopefully the cops will at least block it off for us so we don't get run over or something.
Well, also funny story about Heroes and the date. Taking notes.
Oh yeah, this is even funnier if you guys haven't heard this.
What?
I don't
Go
think
ahead,
I've even
Annika.
heard this. My
Go
internet.
ahead, Annika.
Tell my story.
What's the story? Tell us. Tell the story.
Ito, let's go. What are you, shy now?
I know we're on pins and needles. What's going on there? It's like, oh, I got this great story, and then nothing.
She's all screaming into it. I'm saying.
Sorry,
I got a
my internet's so bad. Bacon will tell it. Bacon can tell it.
Oh, I'm supposed to tell it?
Yeah, you can just tell
So-
everyone how stupid I am.
Oh, absolutely. I have no problem doing that. So we're talking, or I sent her a message after Ken told me about the Airbnb thing, and we get to talking, and I'm like, man, it's only 2 weeks out. Like if I was Ken, I'd be blasting them on on their comments, right? Like 2 weeks out, you cancel, and before a big show, blah blah blah. Anyways, Annika goes, "Wait, 2 weeks out?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Shit, I thought it was the week after." All her flights and everything are booked for the week after Heroes.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Because Monica doesn't look at websites to look at dates for shows. And so she just assumed it was the same weekend as last year, which it is not.
well, now you got me double checking. I'm pretty sure I got the weekend right, but I'm going to double check now.
June 16th through 18th.
Yeah, exactly. So it's 3 weeks from now, technically. It's not a little less than 3 weeks.
So now she doesn't.
So-
Now she's got to look at flights and rebook and everything. So
Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good.
Hey, Annika,
No.
can I talk about Max for a second? Because I think that's funny.
Oh no! Don't talk about that. I don't care.
Max will never know. He doesn't watch our shows. It's fine.
But listen, it's nothing bad about it. But she was telling me how Max broke his wrist, and he playing golf, and I was like, "How do you break your wrist playing golf?" I said, So she told me that. Well, he hit his ball into a bush or something, and he hit a branch or something, and hurt himself. And I was like, "Oh, well, that's fine. You can't take a stroke penalty." And she goes, "That's exactly what he said." I'm like, "Well, it's true. I mean, you don't take a stroke penalty. You hit the goddamn ball. You break
Oh
your
my
wrist.
God.
That's part of the deal."
It is true. I mean, that's right.
Anybody here taking a stroke for it? Or are you swinging?
Listen, unless there's money involved, if I hit my ball on the cart path, I'm not going to use my iron and ruin my iron to hit it off the cart path. And I ain't taking a stroke. I'll put it further away on the grass. I don't care. But I'm not ruining, unless there's money involved in the game. Sorry. That's not that ain't happening.
Man, you drive for show, you putt for dough. That's the
So true.
Oh.
And if you're ever on a golf range and lightning strikes, you got to take your what is it what's the joke? You got to hold it to your 2-iron.
Oh,
or something?
You're two, because not even God can hit a 2-iron.
Right.
David, yeah, I think you have a couple things that you were going to pick up at Terrificon. I think we can make that happen for you. And now,
guys.
it sounds like. Sorry,
We can make
sorry.
that happen.
It sounds like I'm coming. Huh? What'd you say, Ken?
I said we can have it for him if David sends it to me by then.
Yeah. It sounds like I'll be back at Terrificon now. The never-ending story of whether or not I'm going to be there or not.
You will be terrific on, yeah.
Oh, you're back? Okay. See, I missed that conversation too.
Well, that just happened today.
Yeah. No, in your defense, you called me and I did not get the message, or you messaged me and I did not get back to you.
Oh yeah, no worries. I brought the other Matt Groening books here to Bill for him to remark.
Nice.
So Annika, you have to remind me who I owe stuff to. I owe number 1 to somebody, right? An apartment.
I can do that.
So when you let me know, if I need to do anything specific, so I can have Bill do it.
Yes, sir. I will figure it out for you.
Thank you.
Very
If
cool.
she ever gets home.
And Summer said she wants to come to San Diego, so
Oh, wow.
I got to look into that.
So everybody will be in San Diego except for me.
Well, nobody was in. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
That's
in fairness, all three of you have been in a couple places now without me. So
Yeah. Well, listen, I like I said, you can't go to them all, and I'm going to definitely try to be at San Diego next year. So I will take this one off. It's all good. You can't go to them all.
No.
I'm looking forward to San Diego. I am not going to set a single thing up. I'm just going to go and enjoy life and
Enjoy Nerdvana, sir. Yes, it was on my bucket list that I never knew I was going to be able to do, and it was very fun.
I kind of hope we can go back. I kind of hope while we're there, I can make it back to the zoo again because their zoo serves beer, and it was the greatest day of my life.
The first time I went to SeaWorld in Orlando, Renee was like 6 or 7 months pregnant with Cheyenne. It was kind of our last trip before kids. We say BC, before children. So we went there, and we walked in and they had an Anheuser-Busch, like it was called a beer or a beer class or something like that. So we signed up for it, and she was like, "You could just drink whatever I get." So we go to this class, and they teach you all about how they brew beer and hops and barley and all that. And then they give you like a flight of different beers, like 4 different beers. One was like skunky, one was all different. So I drank mine, and of course I drink Renee's because she's pregnant. And then at the end of it, they're like, "Oh, here's 2 vouchers for free beers at the Anheuser-Busch, thing." So I had my 2 beers, her 2 beers, 2 flights. I was walking around SeaWorld feeling no pain.
Yep, that sounds about right.
They don't have it anymore, though. They don't do that.
Avi, there will be no Hall H line for this person.
Yeah, I don't think there's like a Smallville reunion show or something that's coming that would make Bacon have to get in line for.
I've already been to all the Smallville things, so I'm good. Except I've never been to the Michael Rosenbaum and what was Superman's name?
Tom Welling.
Clark Kent.
I've never been to their Knights of Smallville or whatever it is. But it just seems like a lot of money to just sit there and listen to them talk. I think it's like $200. Like $200
you can watch
for basically a panel.
You can watch their podcast every Wednesday on YouTube and hear them talk for free. So
yeah, I mean they're funny guys. Don't get me wrong. I went to their like actual Smallville panel a couple years ago, and that was hilarious. But I don't know. Seems like a lot of money to just sit around, but maybe they do something cool and it's worth it.
Well, like I said, I really like Michael Rosenbaum. I follow him everywhere he does stuff, and he's a super talented guy, and he's really good at interviewing, and he's a really fun guy. He seems that way. Zoo Brew event. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, Avi, I have no interest in sleeping on the ground overnight. It's just not going to happen. I'm way too old to not have a bed when I need to sleep.
He tried a version of that for Baltimore Comic-Con, and it didn't work out for him.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good point.
Look at the Steranko-ness.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, Amelia, to go meet at least Michael. John was at the con I was at too, and he's pretty cool, but he's getting up there, so he was a little loopy, which was kind of funny. I couldn't tell if it was one reason or another, but
So, David, are you working on anything right now?
For on a Nick Fury.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well,
No, this is just me coming back to let people know that I'm working on their commissions and trying to get this stuff done and behind me, and working on a creator-owned thing, and that's going to take a long time because I want to have it done before I solicit for it.
Gotcha.
there's too many issues that happen in the crowdfunding arena where people just take a long time, and I don't want to deal with that. I just want to have it done and say, here it is. Either you want it or you don't.
Well, I remember once upon a time we talked about you had no plans to do any conventions or anything coming up. Are you still in that situation where you don't know when the next time you're going to do a show is?
Yeah, because like Heroes, I was going there for the past like 6 years in a row and stuff like that. And it gets kind of old when people know or assume that you're going to be there, and
Right.
or if you have the same stuff and whatever. I want to, go there and, have something all new that people are not expecting and make it worth their time to even come to my table, and they have something that they didn't expect. And it was like, wow. And it's actually all my IP, DC and Marvel, they have their thing and their IP is running and all this other kind of stuff. But I think there's an audience that wants something new and fresh and, a different take on, tropes that we all understand and know and stuff. So I want to give people something new.
Oh.
And that takes time.
Sure.
And I promised myself I wasn't going to rush it on for any reason, and just do the best possible thing I could do and just make people go, okay, wow, you put in the effort, you put in the work. This is as good as anything we liked at DC or Marvel.
Absolutely.
Or any other company for that matter.
Yeah. Ronald Shepard says hello, everybody. Sorry, Ken, go ahead.
I see Ron Shepard's in the chat. Ron, I'm calling in a big gun. I'm getting Morrison to reach out.
There you go. You heard the forefather. And Shane Allen says, your work is amazing.
Thank you. You ain't seen nothing yet. No, I don't want to put that out there.
Joe Lewis says, I think you would have gotten more people at your table who didn't know you before, like me, because I only know you because of Bass Reeves, which was awesome. Hope to see you at a Heroes Con before too long. So there you go. So
awesome.
Maybe next year.
So too.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. That campaign for Bass Reeves is still up, so you guys could go order the collected edition of that.
There you go.
All 6 issues, and I'll have some of those hopefully for sale myself at the shows. That'll be hand signed and all that other kind of good stuff that people love. Man, this guy's got a lot of straps on him.
Yeah, Steranko liked his straps like Liefeld loved his pockets.
Right?
Bacon, if you didn't bring enough food for the whole class, you can't eat.
You're right. I'm sorry.
The fast time is Spicoli rules. That's what we're playing by.
I muted and everything, so hopefully nobody would notice. And then, of course, you call me up.
Well, somebody likes to call out my grammar and my word usage.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Well. Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed that Comic Art Live this past weekend and bought some pieces or sold some pieces or watched a lot of the content that was on there. We weren't the only ones who were doing stuff. There was a lot of great content. There was Bill and Ken were actually live during. Bill was drawing some of the pieces he was doing for the big mystery sketch where people claim, sketches, and they pick characters and they have a lottery of names of artists who will do them, and then Bill just randomly matches the the characters with the artists. And I saw a great Captain America Simpsonized that Bill did. That was pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, Mike D says, I can't wait to get my mystery sketch. Nice. Who will all be at Heroes, artist-wise? Well, for us, we are going to be there with Oranga D is going to be there. We are bringing, obviously, Mr. Bill Morrison will be there. And Ron Wilson is going to be with us. And once again, I believe that Jim Shooter is attending the show, but we're not bringing him, but he is a friend. So if he needs anything, we'll be happy to help him out.
And Mike too, or is Mike not with us?
No, Mike DiCarlo, I don't think he's doing here.
No, I don't think Mike's doing it.
Is he doing it?
No, not that.
Yeah. Let's see. Amelia, no, I did not pick up anything. I sold one piece, but I did not pick up anything I was trying to be a seller and not a buyer this week.
And for those of you who enjoyed Agnes Grabowski, she wants to come back and do a live show. So maybe having her on again soon.
Oh yeah, she did those awesome pieces. I know Annika got a cool one.
She really enjoyed it. So she wants to come back and do another one.
Yeah, she gave up her lunch. She was having so much fun.
Yeah.
Emilio. Oh, I definitely want Agnes. I have 3 ideas in mind. Nice.
I didn't get one. I want one too.
Yeah, I think we all wanted one that were on the show, and we there were just so many claims that people kept going.
Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what we're here for, guys. Give you guys great art. And keep on watching your screen, guys, because at any point Ken could throw up another claim for David. He's still got a ways to go on this one, but you never know when the forefather is going to throw up another claim. So get your fingers ready if you want something like this incredible piece from David.
Oh.
I almost want to walk around Bill's room here and point out stuff. He's got an awesome painted Svengoolie piece he's working on.
Oh. I know you're in the vault.
Shh, he's not here. Shh.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that cool?
So we got Philadelphia, and we're bringing. So Philly's going to be just Ken and Bacon are going to be there.
Mike and Shooter.
Just Shooter and Mike DiCarlo. So that'll be a fun show. I was going to try. I'm still see if maybe I can swing up for a day. I don't know yet. It's not too bad a drive for me, and I used to live in Philly, but we'll see what I can work out. I am going to Chicago following Monday. So. Now Shane wants to know, David, what's your favorite character to draw? And he says he sees you draw a lot of Batman and Superman.
Yep, those are the 2.
Well, there you go.
Sorry, looking for supplies.
You're good. Yeah, and then after after we do Heroes Con, we've got a short, minute break, and then Ken, you're doing what? Are you doing something the week after Heroes?
I don't have my schedule with me.
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think after
Okay.
Heroes, I feel like I'm drawing a blank on something.
I don't know. Well, I know you're doing San Diego in July, and we're all doing. Well, you
Terrificon.
meet Terrificon the week after San Diego.
Annika's not going to be there. Not at
And
Triffcon.
then
Not a
and then,
trip.
Fan Expo Toronto or Canada. Fan Expo Canada in Toronto.
That's
But
right.
that's at the
Bill
end
just
of
got
August.
announced. Bill just got announced for that one today.
That's at the end of August.
I'll be there. Maybe not so much as a 4-seat capacity, but I'll still be there.
And Bill's also doing Steel City Comic Con.
That's right.
That's not till August, though, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be there with him or not. Depends on if I have anybody going to Chicago. That's the same weekend as Fan Expo Chicago.
Right.
So I might be at Chicago, I might be in Pittsburgh, or I might be home. You know.
Well, you got others that can help you if you need to go to one or the other.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost myself in the drawing for a second there. Oh. Yeah, so Ken is going to be out of the office for just a couple of days while he's handling all this stuff with Bill. So
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I'm supposed to be here until I think Friday. But if I can get out of here sooner, I'm going to, because I don't want to be driving during Memorial Day weekend. If I can help it.
right.
Yeah, because then you got to turn around and come get me next week.
Yeah. That's always fun, though. It's good. Hanging out with the Baconator.
Yes, sir.
He always makes a nice little meal for you, doesn't he?
Yeah. Or we went out when I was up last time. I was up there going out a couple times.
Yep.
You know what I might do Thursday? Tigers
What?
and the White Sox.
Tigers and White Sox, nice.
What is that? Where is that? Oh, in Detroit.
Detroit, yeah.
Detroit.
We'll go.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to go see the Cubs play the I'm going to go see the Cubs play the Rays on Memorial Day. So
At Wrigley?
uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
Never
That's
been
in
to
my
Wrigley?
plans for next year is to go to Wrigley.
Yeah, never been. No, I try to scratch off a stadium I've never been to every year now. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a football stadium this year. So I thought I'd do a baseball one.
Yeah, Wrigley's a big one. I want to go out there. That's my plan for my my 40th treat to myself is to go to Wrigley next year.
Nice.
What? When I was doing my sports thing, do you guys remember Fleer?
Mhm.
Yep.
They used to make the model or the Detroit tractor trailers with the team logos and everything on it.
Right.
So they had a contest. Whoever could make the nicest display for their store, they win a trip to any baseball game in the country. And it was the year that Barry Bonds was chasing the home run record. and I won.
Wow.
Wow.
I made a tractor trailer out of the tractor trailers, this big giant tractor trailer. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go where I want to go. I'm not gonna chase bonds. So I went to Wrigley, and they played. Who they play? They played the Astros. And they were, I can't think of the guy's name. He had the craziest batting stance. He was I can't think of his name.
Oh, the guy that turned and like basically faced the pitcher.
But he like you get squat real low and
Oh, squat guy. I don't know who that is.
yeah, I don't remember who it was. But Sosa played in that game. He was chasing the record too. And he went 0 for 5, which is awesome.
Well, at that point, he wasn't on steroids anymore. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but the cool thing about Wrigley was, obviously you walk out and they have the the front entrance, the facade, and when you walk into that, you realize that you're actually on the street still, because that's where, and then it goes right up to the stadium. So at some point, that's how it used to be. You'd walk off the street and walk right up to the stadium. There was no entrance barriers or anything like that.
Wow.
And then when you get out, there and you see the stands on the bars and the houses in the outfield. People watching from on top of buildings and shit.
Right.
And then the ivy, it was amazing. I loved it so much.
I'll be looking for Uncle Buck's apartment when I'm there.
Yeah, there you go. And then when the game was over, 20,000 people all flood out, and they all go to the train station. And I turned to the guy I was with, and I was like, "Let's go to the store and hang out for a while. Because it's going to be forever for this train to go." So I went in the store. I bought a hat. Came out, and the seat was empty. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then the guy told me, he goes, "Oh, they have like 4 trains waiting when the game ends. They just load everybody up. They're all out of here in 5 minutes."
Wow.
I was like,
That's
wow.
insane.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
So I'm sure you had to wait then for the next train.
Yeah, we walked around the train station. Our train arrived in a few minutes, and back to the hotel in 20 minutes.
Nice.
Wow, they've got it.
It was really cool being in a, because you can feel the history. It's really cool.
Yeah,
You know.
I bet.
But they got their asses kicked. When's game 3, Bacon, for your series?
Dude, we're already losing 3 games to none. Game 4 is tomorrow night.
When was game 3? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Florida is too much for us apparently.
Well, we talked
Sorry,
about
buddy.
it. And although the Devils and Devils and Hurricane only won 5 games,
Yeah.
they beat the piss out of each other. So
Yeah.
Carolina probably walked in there with the walking wounded a little bit.
That's true.
And Florida is such a finesse team. They just,
Yeah, you're right, unfortunately. It's not over yet, but it's a pretty damn steep hill to climb.
yeah, got to take it one game at a time.
Yep.
That's all right. Bacon's already moved on to baseball in his mind.
True.
How about them Blue Jays?
I mean, I technically am watching the Blue Jays game right now. But no, I'll of course watch the game tomorrow night, and I'm never say never, but
Oh, and look at that. Ken snuck in
Never
another
say
claim. We have a claim for David Williams. You can get a wonderful piece like this, like he's doing right now, for just $200. 11 by 17. You pick the character. So, we've got one claim in already.
Hey, David, doesn't Fury's patch on the right eye?
No.
He's messing with you.
I'm looking right at Steranko's stuff.
I didn't know he was messing with you, and I like.
Well, I think that, Mike, you definitely were prepared for that. That's all you, buddy. You have the claim. It is yours. let us know what you would like David to do, and as soon as he's ready, we'll get you right in next. Let us know your character. Oop, take down that claim banner there, Master of Ceremonies. There we
Sorry,
go.
just the wrong one.
I can't wait to see what Mike picks. It's going to be fun. Oh, all right. He says Ultra Boy from Legion of Superheroes. All right. I'm curious. I do not know as much about the Legion as some. Or most. Yeah, there you go. Flip, go straight from Marvel to DC. All right. Ken, you should call up Lepresti.
I looked to see if he was online. He wasn't.
It's nothing better than watching you and Lepresti go at it, Dave.
He doesn't want this smoke.
I'm just waiting for the battle between you and Ryan Benjamin. We have to make happen. We have to.
He's a chicken.
Yeah, he did not seem interested, did he?
Again, he doesn't want this smoke.
Oh, this is looking great. Let's see. Remember, everybody, we still have copies of Aranga 300 cover available with remarks. We've got the 2 remarks that we're offering for just $20, which includes his autograph. If you have any interest in those, you can message us.
I think I might have 3 or 4 signed by Frank Miller.
Yeah, we definitely have a couple left over with Frank Miller signatures on them, and they can all be CGC'd. So if you guys have any interest in that, please let us know. He also has done some special remarks. He's only doing for Heroes Con. He's only doing 20. So I don't know how many of those we have left, but we have a couple left over from MegaCon. The Xerxes, we have a few of those, but not many. 2 or 3, I think. But yeah, let us know if you guys want any of those. Once again, once these books are gone, they are gone. It was a very limited print for the 25th anniversary, and we still got a few left over. So let us know.
Yeah, there's not many of the Heroes remarks left either. I'll post those probably after we get back from Philly, whatever's left, just to remind people. But there's not a whole lot of those exclusive ones left that were $50. I believe it was Leonidas for Heroes.
Right. Yeah, the print run was really small. It was I know that the Virgin one was just 500. There's only 500 of them. So everybody should jump on that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Aranga will be in. He's also doing Dragon Con, which I don't know if Ken is going to be doing that show or not, or if Bacon's going to be down there. Bacon, you said you might be down there, right?
Yeah, that was the initial plan. We'll see. I'll be coming back from Canada a week after that show. So, and then Dragon Con is literally that weekend. So now I'm kind of up in the air a little bit.
Right. Well, Aranga will definitely he'll be with us in Heroes and in Terrificon. So if you guys are going to be in Connecticut or in Charlotte, or yeah, he's definitely going to be there in Atlanta. So if you got for Dragon Con, so if you want to see him, those are the places you find him. He just got back from Lake Como very recently.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it, Linda? Linda says, great to see Mr. Williams drawing again.
Oh,
It is.
thank you.
Breaking news, Ken. I'm going to go to my reporter on the street. What is our breaking news, sir?
I put it in the private chat. I guess you can read it.
Oh,
Next week, we will be.
We have a private chat.
Yeah. Next week, when we do a show next week, we'll be announcing a new artist that 4C is now representing.
ooh, yeah, you guys are going to love this
No.
artist.
He won't return my calls. Morrison said it's a Jack Kirby.
Reanimated.
Too soon. Yeah, too soon.
Too soon, yeah.
So we're not gonna say the name now. We're just gonna let that ride.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
I mean, you know.
Listen, you got to build the anticipation.
I think that's a good idea. Is he and or she going to be on the Tuesday night show next week?
Yes.
Ooh,
There you
is
go.
he and or she going to be doing sketches on that show?
I don't think so, but
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Will we have sketches we can offer up during that show?
Possibly. Or we might be opening a commission list or something like that. You know how to stuff. We'll see.
I'm excited for this one, guys. This one's been in the works for a little while.
Yeah, yeah. Amelia wants to know younger or older, he or she, and old enough.
We're going to auction this off.
Well, everyone's younger than us, Emilio.
Is that just
Handwritten by Bill Morrison. I think I want a burger sandwich.
it's a burger or a sandwich?
Are you going out? Are you doing dinner? Hold on. I gotta have a conversation.
Oh, the forefather is having a dinner conversation.
Hints.
ML,
Wolverine.
how are
is
you
a-
doing tonight? Hints.
Deadpool?
Let's see. They can draw really, really well.
Yeah. He or she has done a run on the Wolverine book, or a Wolverine book.
So it's you know what? It's not Liefeld. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, not Liefeld. You'll just have to tune in next week. I don't even know if we're going to announce it before next week. I don't even know if it's going to be in the when we're about to do on the show. I think it'll just say announcement for a new addition to the 4C family. I don't think we're going to even put their name in it.
I think you're right.
I think you have to wait. You have to be here to find out. So tell a friend. Join us. And if you haven't already, please join the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. We like that a lot. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, when I checked earlier, there wasn't too many likes.
Guys, I gotta ask you guys your opinion.
Oh my God. I love
Wow.
it so much.
So should I have Bill darken the hair or just put glasses on him and it'll be me?
I say do the glass. No, of course not. Darken the hair.
Not yet. Well, check this out. So Alex, we did the dailies, right, for sale. Look at the one Bill got.
Oh, that was
Wow.
that's for Bill's birthday.
No, he just because of Spider-Man, and he's building up with Batman.
Oh my God.
Of course.
Is that Hawkeye the last one?
Might be.
Wow,
How funny is that?
that's great.
Because Bill's a big Spider-Man and Batman fan, so. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you gotta love a John Buscema inked by Claus Jansen. That's pretty amazing.
Except he didn't do the hair for some reason.
Well, I think it looks fine, Ken. I know you want the hair darkened. I think it looks awesome the way it is.
I think it looks silly without the hair. Though.
I gotta agree with Jeff on this one, which almost never happens. But
I don't like it at all.
but
the hair.
I understand your point, because we all have those commissions where there's like one tiny little thing that isn't done the way we thought it would be done, and it just stands out to us.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if Mr. Morrison has time while you're there this week, would you please have him work on my piece?
What piece?
The Thor.
Does he have it?
Yes.
I'll ask him. He's going to get me food. See, that's what happens. See, I'm such a good art rep. My artist will just go and get me food.
Look at yeah. You did drive for 2 days to see him, so one meal is included.
One meal, just one.
just one Whopper. That's all I get.
Just one for 24 hours of driving.
Right. So let's see. ML is in the audience. Let's see if he's still out there. ML, did you were you a buyer or a seller or both this weekend on Comic Art Live? I know you're usually pretty active. So if you're still out there, chime in, buddy.
You want me to blue line it for hair?
So Emilio, he didn't even blue line the original.
Oh, hell no.
Kloss inked right on top of that.
Absolutely. That ain't going anywhere.
Kloss
guys can
begged to
go-
ink that
I
piece
told him
too.
he was crazy, but
I'm with Ken. It was an unfinished piece where all the bones were there, and he put together two incredible artists, and it looks fantastic.
I mean, ideally,
See
it
what
would
I
be
tell
nice
you?
to have, Sal ink it, but that's not going to happen.
Okay. Linda says you should just have Claus do it at the next show.
It took me 6 months to get that after he said it would be 2 weeks. Are you kidding? I'll have Bill.
yeah,
do it.
but Kloss will be at Heroes, I think. So that's not a bad idea, actually.
You're just gonna put it down and be like, "Hey, finish doing the hair."
I'm guessing he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with Mr. Morrison touching it.
You never know. He might literally have just forgotten to do it.
It's possible.
Listen, a little uncredited ink work is part of the process.
I'm not going to sell it, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Exactly. It's just for you.
And Klaus actually said that
Look at
some
this
of the
fury
inks,
coming together.
because the face was finished. I think the hands were finished, the feet were finished, and there was a couple other ink lines here and there. And Klaus actually said he thinks some of the ink wasn't by John. He said the strokes didn't match or something.
Hmm.
So, but that was only his guess anyway. So who knows? All that matters is
Just look at it. Just look at it. Look how pretty it is.
look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
Look at that.
But I think for anybody who's going to Heroes, you know, they do the art auction on Saturday night. And Mr. Morrison is going to donate a cover to the auction block.
That's right.
Have you
Saturday
decided
night
which
charity
cover?
auction.
I don't know which one yet, but we're going to find out this week.
But that's still pretty cool, guys. An original bongo cover is going to be up for auction at the Heroes auction.
That's right.
And then they just asked me where do you want the money to go? I said donate to Heroes. Here's Initiative will get all that money. Whatever.
Oh, I didn't know that they asked the artists where they wanted the money to go.
Yeah, she asked me it could either go to Heroes or something else.
That's new.
Yeah, I thought the money always went to Heroes to pay for the artists to come next year.
Yep.
Yeah, no, she asked no, she said that they're going to donate the money to Heroes Initiative.
Wow, that's new.
Yeah.
Well, the Heroes
I wonder-
Heroes auction used to be totally for charity, and then it was used partially for charity and partially to supplement keeping the convention there and the ticket prices low, just to make sure they didn't, you know, and then so it's become more of that. But that's I'd never heard of them asking where they want the proceeds to go, so that's pretty cool.
I wonder if the increase in ticket prices and the different options this year contributed to that.
Yeah, listen, this is the first year that Heroes has ever done VIP tickets. They have only ever done single day and all 3 days, and there was only general admission. So I'm curious to see how this does for Heroes. But yeah, this is the first year for the VIPs, so we will see. But yeah, it's a good point, Bacon. It might have, because they now have extra income coming in from that, they may be able to give more to charity. So that's good.
Yeah, like I think that just the general 3-day price went up double, right? $100, right?
I didn't look. Since we're going, I don't have to get a ticket. So
Yeah, exactly. Same here. I didn't look that closely since we have vendor badges, but
right. I can look right now. It was only $50 last year, but it was because they didn't have a show for 2 years, so they kept the price the same. But let's see. Ooh, something is sold out too. I don't know. Let's take a look.
that's shocking. You used to be able to buy your Heroes ticket like the day before and you'd be fine.
Well, that's because they only ever had the general admission, but they have different categories now, apparently. So, no, a 3-day pass is $65. So it only went up $15.
Oh, okay. So so the VIP ticket is what's more expensive.
Yes.
I
Oh,
can't
the one
remember
that's
if I had a
sold
vendor, if I had a ticket next year.
Yeah, the VIPs are actually sold out. There were only 3-day advance pass, $100, limited to 350, and they all sold out.
Wow.
Wow. So they hopefully they get in early. Those people.
I believe that was one of the. Yeah, it's an early advance pass. It's an early. Let's see, what do they get? Yes, 30-minute early entry, all 3 days. Which is fun. Yeah, you know, the regular tickets you used to be able to get in early, 30 minutes early. So I guess they don't do that anymore for the general admission, because it used to be, if you bought a 1-day pass, you got in when the show opened, but if you bought a 3-day pass, you got in 30 minutes early, and so they've just kind of passed that on, it looks like, to the VIPs. So, but one of the things I do love about this show is, with any child 16 years and younger gets in free with a paid adult, which is, you know, most shows it's like 2 or 3 years old and under are free, and then they sell kids price passes. But the fact that Heroes knows that this is a family show and they let you bring your kids all the way up to 16 years old is a really cool thing. That's why I always brought my daughter to this show every year, because
That's
I
awesome.
knew that she didn't have to pay to get in, and it was one of our fun things that we do around Father's Day weekend. So
Yeah.
Good daddy raising his daughter to be a nerd.
trying. She's all manga and digital art, but
That's still nerd.
she's nerding it out. Oh yeah, and she will be there at Heroes, and she will have lots of cosplays. So she'll be dressed up all weekend.
Ken, are we going to Denver, or is that just completely over? We're not going to Denver.
I don't think I'm doing Denver now.
All right.
We'll put that on a maybe next year thing. I have family in Denver. I would love to go do Denver, but it always seems to fall in the same week as so much other stuff, or right in between stuff.
Anybody
It's
know
technically the
Carpet?
weekend right before the 4th of July, because the 4th of
That's
July is on a
Sponge
Tuesday.
Scratchy.
Sponge Scratchy Mickey Bob?
Wow. Okay.
I have no idea.
Ooh, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
One.
No worries. That's true. He did only say 1 sec. Mike D, who's next up on your list, says that Fury is killer.
Oh,
What did Mike did he choose a character?
Yeah, it was further up. It was Ultra Boy, I think. It would have been great if I had written it down, but I did not. Yeah, Ultra Boy.
Nice.
Mike, by the way, I think you've ordered from us before. But if you haven't, can you message me with your PayPal email on Facebook, please?
He
Thanks,
smokes. He's got a gun. I'm guessing Fury's a Republican.
Well, come on, he has to have been. At least the OG Steranko Fury.
He's probably got banned books in those pouches.
Did you see my Facebook post last week? It said, "Live life in such a way that if your life was a book, it would be banned by Florida."
Yeah. I saw that. I was gonna post it, but then I was afraid that the Gestapo might come to my house.
Nah, you'd be all right. You should have posted it.
I don't know, man. I live in Florida. I'm worried that when the Civil War breaks out, I'm gonna be behind the lines.
Thank you, Mike D, Mike Driscoll. I got you, buddy.
David, what are you doing?
What?
What are you taping?
Huh?
I'm just masking something off.
Oh.
You know he's gonna hit you with that wrap it up gif here in a minute or two.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have that. Do I have that?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I missed that.
David, I got all kinds of new gifts for when we play the real video game.
Oh, is that right?
So, you know.
We're waiting.
Nice.
See that? But this one, David, this is you got to pay attention to this one. This is the best one ever.
What do you want me to say? No, no SeaWorld. Downtown.
Downtown. What are you going to do downtown?
I'm gonna go downtown
Why?
because I want to go to downtown.
What about a hat? You said something about a hat.
Oh, Padres hat for Ken. Downtown.
Okay.
Downtown Bacon had a couple drinks that night. I never got my hat.
Every time you post that, you neglect to mention that it was Annika's what is it called? Rehearsal dinner, and the booze was flowing for free. Okay. Just saying.
Yeah, Bacon, you know, I gotta make you a shirt that just says downtown on it.
You do. You should. You like I told you. You should put the one that Bill did, mine, and put downtown underneath it.
Right. Downtown Bacon.
But you didn't. All those shirts we talked about last week. You didn't actually post them.
Yeah, I went to do it and something happened and I got distracted.
Okay.
Now I'm in Detroit.
I was trying to order one before Philly, but I want to wait and get them done. Get the ones that we talked about.
Yeah. Maybe I'll work on that if I have some time. Downtown Bacon. That's definitely a shirt. I want that shirt.
Yep. I'm telling you. Plus, you know that when we go to San Diego and we go to that Padres game on Monday, I'm going to buy you a hat right after all this.
Can it be embroidered downtown on the back of it? Can you? Sorry, I caught the end of that.
Question. I bet I can find one.
David hadn't seen the Downtown Bacon.
Oh, he hadn't.
So I
Nice.
showed it. So we were just talking about that. And I said I should make the T-shirt with Bacon that says downtown. Where you going, Bacon? Downtown.
I love the Steranko lines. Awesome. The trippy spiral.
What was he smoking?
I don't know. And what's funny is the other guy who drew the trippiest art ever was Ditko, and he was as straight edge as they come. So I don't know what. When you look at the all the stuff he drew for Doctor Strange.
Wasn't there like a college cult that were getting high and looking at Doctor Strange books and trying to see secret messages that weren't in there?
Probably. Ken, you have a Steranko. You've got a Steranko Nick Fury, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's your hero that picked it up. You guys want to see a Steranko? Hold on.
Oh, does Bill have a Steranko?
Look at that beauty.
Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Trying to figure out the angle here. Come on.
Right there. Look at that.
Wow.
Perfect. You can see it twice.
That's from. I guess he did a. It's called like DC calendar pinups or something like that.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the most amazing pieces of art I've seen. It's fabulous. It's big too. But I mean, Bill's going to be doing a. Bill Cox is going to be interviewing Bill on Comic Art Fans on a Tuesday night because he's going to actually interview Bill as not only an artist, but Bill's going to show some of his art that he wrote.
Oh, nice.
And it was funny because I think he has to pick out 18 pieces, and I'm talking to him, and he's like, "Oh man, I don't know if I have that many pieces." And then a couple days later, I was like, "Did you pick out 18 pieces?" He goes, "Oh, I'm trying to figure out which 18 to use now."
Exactly.
What is that show?
I don't know. What is the date on that show, Ken?
I don't know if they've announced it or anything yet, but it's going to happen. He asked me, we were originally going to have Bill on this past weekend to do like a 1-hour interview. But Bill Cox said, well, if I'm going to have Bill on, I'd rather talk to him for longer and let him show his art and stuff like that.
That'll be a fun show. Bacon, did you write down what the next sketch is? The Legion of Superheroes character? You got it?
I'm out of here.
Yeah, Ultra Boy. That's right. Ultra Boy.
David, that's fantastic.
Oh, my God. There you go. Put a fork in him.
There you go.
Wow. That's amazing.
Bravo. Beautiful.
Cool. All right. On to the next one. I think you need some stubble. Hold on. I'm not done.
Oh, my God. Ken's taking a third one. He hasn't even started the second one yet. It's crazy.
Hey, listen, I want everybody to see how good they are.
Yep. So if anybody wants one from David, it's $200, guys. 11 by 17, 3/4, torso, whatever you want to call it.
David doesn't like to do food.
Yeah.
He went to the Liefeld School of Sport.
There we go.
VEAU.
I love the signature on the Spyro.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Awesome.
David Hasselhoff never looked so good.
Okay. Next one, Ultra Boy, right?
David says, thank you. It's fantastic. He said, my wife is clapping. There you go. That's all you can ask for. Aww. Big hearts. All the love.
All right, Ultra Boy. Let me look at that reference real quick. Is there a new interpretation of him or the classic?
He probably wants the classic, but we can ask Mike. Just let us know if you want, if there's more than one interpretation, which one you want. I don't know if there is or not, but he can let us know.
I think he said something about the original Legionnaires. Oh no, he didn't say original. He just said Legion of Superheroes.
Okay, I'll just do the. I don't think his costume changed too much. So, yes, I'm very familiar with
Classic or
yeah,
classic
no,
or
classic
90s
or 90s
style is what
yeah.
he said.
Classic what?
Or 90s style.
Okay.
Whichever you prefer.
I mean, from the torso up, it's the exact same suit. Virtually.
We've got another claim. Ron Shepard says he would like to claim a shadow.
Okay.
So the next one after Ultra Boy will be a shadow.
Awesome.
Because only the shadow knows.
That's right.
We'll see how good you can make Alec Baldwin look.
Yeah. I always thought what was that guy who was in the lead in that Hollywood Land?
Oh, Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody would have been a good shadow.
He's got the nose.
And or you could get that new kid that everybody likes who played the young Vader.
Oh yeah. The not what's his name? He was just in 65 Million Years. Adam Driver. That's right.
Adam Driver. He'd be good. Not because he has a nose, but he has kind of like the voice.
Yeah, he's got that noir sort of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're picking him for like Reed Richards, and I go, no.
I don't think they haven't picked him yet. That's just rumors. It's all rumors till it's all.
Okay, good.
I mean, because I'm pretty sure that they also picked out to play Harley Quinn. To play Invisible Woman. They picked out the actress who plays Harley Quinn. So, but it's all just like rumors and.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they might have a casting announcement at San Diego.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to announce who the Superman is for sure.
I saw somebody's was advertised to be Dr. Doom, and it wasn't anybody I'd heard before. And I can't remember who it was, but I was like, wow, that would be really cool. Oh, I have to see if I can think about it. Ken, we got our next claim. Do you want to take down the claim? Or you want to just leave it up? What are we doing?
I thought I took it down.
Nope. Let's see. All right. Bacon is on the new
store. I'm
computer.
gonna go check out, Jeff.
Yep.
I was driving down one of the streets here in Detroit, and I saw a comic book store.
Oh, did you? Nice.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Nice.
You saw a comic book what?
Store.
Ha.
I told Ken when he's doing these trips, every once in a while he should plug in like comic book stores near me to see what pops up, because you never know what you're going to find when you're driving across the country.
Yeah, so true. So true.
John C. Riley would love to be Doom. That could be interesting. I don't know. I just had this picture. Picture in my head. It would have to be somebody, who can. I don't know. It's tough, man.
John C. Riley is Dr. Doom, though. Come on.
No, it has to be somebody who is.
I want it to be Henry Cavill.
Yeah. If he stopped working out and just got to be like normal sized, maybe.
I also got to disagree with Adam Driver too. No, I don't think he'd be.
I don't like Adam Driver. I heard he was going to be Reed Richards.
Adam Driver?
That's what I heard.
I think it depends on how young they want to go with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I honestly hope they pick like around like 30. I'm really hoping that maybe, right around 30 to, in that. I don't want like in the early 20s, and I don't want them to be like 35, 40 because we're not going to get enough out of them. I really want like that right around 30 years old, I think.
Yeah.
Is perfect. Because then you can get a good, 15 years out of them if you want.
Yeah, Emilio. I mean, I think they literally did that just so they could shut the fans up.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be the actual Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, that was it was a fun little nod.
I always wanted Mads Mikkelsen to play Dr. Doom.
That would be a really good one.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's Caecilius, so.
Yep, they messed up.
I think he's got to be. I always have that picture of like Zek in my head when I see like what Doom looks like without his mask on. And I love the idea that he thinks he's viciously scarred, and that's why he doesn't show his face. But it's only because there's one tiny little mark on his like perfect face, and because he's such a perfectionist that he's ashamed of that.
Yeah.
Oh, Annika has joined. Is she joining, or is she just joining? We'll find out.
We'll find out on the next episode.
Right.
Before she comes in.
Of Cooking with Annika. No.
Yeah, when did we? I thought we were gonna do that show, Cooking with Annika.
What?
Where she's already like half a bottle of wine in, and she starts putting ingredients in a bowl.
I'm up. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
And some other comic artist comes on and cooks with her. Like, that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be fun. Jason Segel as the Thing. I could see that.
See, if they're gonna make the Thing already be the Thing, then anybody could really, David Harbour could play that character if he's always gonna be the Thing.
Yeah.
If he's gonna have to be somebody first, that's when you run into the,
What about?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Would anybody balk an eye if Vin Diesel became another character suddenly?
Right.
What about like Ben Affleck as Doom?
Ooh, well, I don't know if he can play a bad guy very well.
Actually, when he first started in movies, he always played a bad guy because he's like 6'4", and most of the time when an actor is tall like that, they got to play a heavy.
He was the bad guy in Mallrats. He was. What was that?
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, what was the movie?
But
what was the movie about?
Were those really bad guys, or were they just assholes?
I don't. What about like the stockbroker guy he played with the Giovanni Ribisi in that movie? What was that movie called? I think Vin Diesel was in that movie too. Boiler Room.
Okay, yeah, that was not bad. Oh man, I don't like that at all. Although he is goofy enough to play him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this already happened, Mike.
Listen, Jude Law as Dr. Doom I like that one actually, but he's already played. he's already played another character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so it would be hard.
Well, I mean, Doctor Doom is supposed to be scarred, right? Plus behind the mask the whole time.
Well,
It's not a real scar though.
yeah.
It's like not a significant scar.
Yeah, true. What'd you say, Annika?
She
I
said
know, I've
David
only
Williams
seen him
is
for
her
the half
favorite
of them.
person.
Say it one more time.
Well, that is also true. But nothing. I got nothing.
Somebody has Annika locked in the trunk of a car.
I am locked in the trunk of a car.
That is so perfect when her microphone breaks out in the middle of her sentence. I love that.
Sorry.
Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let's see. All right. Well, I need the person who has broken out of the trunk of a car to talk for a second because I got to check on my mom. I will be right back. Apologies.
I just sent a private chat saying I'll be home in 2 minutes, then I can be on for real.
I'm here.
Hold
It's
it,
fine.
Jeffrey.
It's fine. I got it. Bacon's gone.
Sorry, I
Jeff
can't see
is
it. Too small
gone.
ring pen. And then I can sing to you guys, which I don't think anyone wants.
Did you say you're going to sing to us?
No, I said you could sing to them.
I'm not singing. No.
Because my it's all going to be better. I'm about to be on Wi-Fi. 30 seconds. Maybe not. Drop something.
Oop, sorry, I'm back. That's why I'm in another location today. My brother went out of town for the day, so I am on full-time mom duty and had to move downstairs. Ethan Van Shriver as Dr. Doom. Well, that's just funny.
Peter Dinklage.
Listen, he's a great actor. He could do
He
almost
is a great
anything.
actor.
But he's also been in the MCU already. So
Oh, that's right.
no, you need a guy. You need somebody who is like just a prick. But because I like the best villains are the ones that they don't know they're the bad. They think they're just doing what's best for them and for whatever. They think they know best.
They think that they're right.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's the thing is you can't just be like bad because you're bad. You have to believe it. So it's like, and so it just has to be somebody like that. I fall back on. I wouldn't necessarily want the actor who does it, but like the show Suits. If anybody's seen that show, like the guy who plays the main, guy in that is like that. He had like that kind of look where you're just like you're just an ass because you just know you're better than everybody else.
What about Leo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
The main good guy or the main bad guy?
No, the main. Well, not the kid who knows everything, but the guy who's his mentor.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That would be a good one. What's his name? Let's see here. It's
So get out your Google, people, and Google the show Suits. And the guy who plays I think his name's Spectre is Harvey Specter is the character's name.
Yeah, Gabriel Mocked.
Yeah. I think he would make a great Dr. Doom.
Oh, 100%. He's even got a mole on his face. You could just use that as the scar.
A lot. No, well, that's the whole thing. Is he doesn't have to sound like he's from lot. You don't have to make it like
Latveria.
Yeah, it doesn't. He's you could make him educated in London. He could even be British. You could be anything. He could be American. It doesn't matter because he's.
I mean, the guy that actually played Doom in the other two Fantastic Four, or the only two that were reasonably good Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah.
He was not bad. I thought he was pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, the guy from Charmed and Nip Tuck.
Exactly, and he's always played a dickhead, so he was like, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was. He was good. They just didn't know what to do with Dr. Doom. They didn't understand the character.
Julian McMahon, that was who that was.
Yeah. Somebody said that they think that the guy from Suits played the Spirit. That would be the Frank Miller movie, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never saw that.
He might have played the Spirit. Gabriel Mocked. I can't remember. You never saw the Spirit? The Spirit was pretty good. It was just like Sin City. It was that kind of vibe.
Well, that was the thing. Is it came out after Sin City, and it was like Frank Miller was like, "Well, I directed a scene in Sin City. I can direct a whole movie," and it had some good actors in it. I just never, I don't know. It just never really jumped at the chance to see it. I wouldn't mind watching it now.
Yeah,
I'm really perplexed by your choices of good movies.
I didn't say it was great. I just said they were reasonably good.
Bacon likes what he likes.
Yeah, he does.
I will say, like the sequel to the first Fantastic Four, it was one of the coolest moments of my life as like a comic book fan, because at that time we didn't have a whole lot of comic book movies.
Mm-hmm.
Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Seeing the Galactus cloud in the sky, like that was one of the coolest moments.
Listen, Rise of the Silver Surfer is the first movie I ever bought on Blu-ray. I bought a Blu-ray player. It cost like $400, and that was the first movie I bought to play on my Blu-ray player.
Yeah, I still own both of those movies, and I think the second one was definitely better. But
Bacon, are you trolling?
No.
That's the thing that people hate the most, that it was a Galactus cloud.
Yeah, but at that time, that would have cost way too much to actually be Galactus.
Man, are you serious?
Here's the thing, and this is how far we've come with the comic movies. This is why the X-Men movies with Hugh Jackman, they never had X-Men outfits. They always wore black leather or other. It's because they thought that people couldn't get past the fact that it looked comic booky and it looked fake. And now we're at the point now where they can actually look like they looked in the comics. It's like we've gotten past the fact where they don't have to. So it's like Galactus couldn't be a giant guy in a mech suit who was bigger than Worlds, and it wouldn't have worked back then. It would have gotten laughed out of the, it would have made comic book fans happy, but it just wouldn't have worked. But now, because they built this wonderful base, they can do it, and they have Celestials. They can actually have, the giant Galactus that we all deserve. I don't know how that Silver Surfer looked fantastic in that movie, though. I don't know how they're going to get better than that. I mean, Doug Jones doing the acting and Lawrence Fishburne doing the voice, I thought that was great.
I thought they didn't do Galactus because not even computer animators want to draw it.
Yeah. Listen,
it was definitely a money thing, and also David Jeff sort of agrees with me. So
Well, I thought that I liked the Silver Surfer character. I thought he looked good. I thought he looked cool. I love that he went through his board and stuff. I thought that was.
I'm going to tell you something about Jeff. Jeff is Sweden in the middle of this war. He wants to have peace. He wants to hey.
I definitely don't like conflict. You are correct, sir.
He's neutral.
All right, that's
we all get along.
I got the perfect actor for Doom.
The perfect what? Actor? Okay. Put him up on the
Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff.
No.
Come on, the Hoff is Doom?
No.
Sorry.
Now we know who's trolling.
Yes.
And he's already canon as himself in the MCU, so it wouldn't work.
I just can't get Kevin Bacon either of them.
Nope, Kevin Bacon could not be an actor. Even he was a Marvel actor in the X-Men First Class movie, but he was never in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Man,
As
that's
anything but himself.
Kevin Bacon would be.
Yeah, he was.
Mike D gets it.
He played Kevin Bacon in.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He played himself, so he can't play another character.
Oh, I got you.
But he also played Shaw, didn't he? Sebastian Shaw.
Yes, but that
Yeah,
was
that's
not.
right.
That was part of the cinematic universe. That was
That's
true.
right.
True.
Plus, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. So now Kevin Bacon is basically MCU canon, which connects him to every single MCU person. He needed to be in the universe.
No, but if you're playing 6 degrees, they had to have been in the Guardians Christmas special.
Yeah. You know who would actually make a really good Doctor Doom? I believe he's playing Mandalorian right now.
Oh.
And it would be like the last bingo number for like nerd culture, because he's been in everything else.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
The Last of Us.
Yes.
Who is this?
What is his name? I tip my tongue.
I know. I can't think of it either. Hold on.
I was thinking Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Mandalorian actor.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
There you go. Pedro Pascal.
Ugh.
No way.
You don't think so?
No.
I thought you were talking about Grogu. He'd be a great Doctor Doom.
I was talking about Carl Weathers.
I love that guy.
Who doesn't love that guy?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I told Ken he should have gotten somebody to take a picture of him doing the thing from Predator, where they both lock hands and do the muscle thing. I was like, oh, we were at a show he was at too.
He's at a lot of shows.
I just have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So David Desmond was the first one, and then Mike D is this one? No,
I got a list for you.
I don't know who Mike D is. Do
Mike
I
I
know?
got a list for you.
But is
I mean,
he
he was-
like a normal, a regular?
I got
He was a
his.
member-
I got his email too. He sent it to me.
I mean, he was a member of the Beastie Boys, so
Right?
You know what? Whatever. I'm just not going through the comments anymore. Then I'm done.
Oh, see, Harry Styles would have been a great Doctor Doom, but now he's there.
No, just stop
What?
talking.
Now he really is trolling.
yeah,
Like, come on.
Jesus,
Uh,
that guy's Mr. Steal Your Girl. How about Jason Sudeikis as Doctor Doom?
Younger Jason Sudeikis as Human Torch would have been pretty cool.
How about we just bring?
Brad Cooper. He was never really on screen.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper could totally be. He could totally play Doctor Doom. You're exactly right. He has only been a voice.
He could be an asshole too. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Wedding Crashers. I didn't realize that he was the heavy in that one.
Yeah, he was the dickbag in that movie.
Yeah.
That was one of his first movies, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't one of his first movies.
One of his first mainstream movies.
No, he had done. I'm trying to think of what he did before. He was in Yes Man, I think, before he was in Hangover. Shoot,
Wedding Crashers.
was Wedding Crashers. Yeah, he was. I'm trying to think of what. Oh no, he was. But yeah, he would be a great. He would be a great one if he wanted to play Doctor Doom. Somebody said, somebody's really, Emilio, you're trying to cast from the Lord of the Rings now. How about any actor who was in Lord of the Rings?
Don't hate it.
If Viggo Mortensen was younger, I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and Orlando Bloom. No, the Bloom's off that rose. If you know what I'm saying.
All right, let's cast the X-Men. Let's go.
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
what's the team we're gonna do first?
Well, we can name characters. So let's do Wolverine. I want Daniel Radcliffe.
No,
Yeah.
Taron
No,
Egerton.
Vetoed.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah, he's probably going to get it.
I'm gonna go unknown.
Unknown.
That's the other thing I was gonna say when we were talking about the Fantastic Four. Like, do you think they would just go completely unknown for every one of them?
I don't
Nope.
think no. I think they'll.
Well, if you go back to the first Avengers movie, I mean, who was a really established actor? Like you had Scarlett Johansson, right?
She was in the begin. She was sort of in the beginning of her career. She wasn't where she is now.
I don't think so. I wouldn't say that was the beginning of her career. She was in a lot of movies.
Well, she was in a lot of stuff, but she was never like when she
Mark
played.
Ruffalo. He was an established guy, right? Jeremy
Yeah,
Renner.
I mean, obviously Robert Downey Jr. The two that you had Chris Evans, who had already played the Human Torch,
right,
but wasn't really big, and then obviously they plucked Chris Hemsworth out of obscurity.
Jeremy Renner had just been in that movie where he played the bomb.
Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker. Yeah, he was just fresh out of that.
I have a way to bring, what's his name, Chris Evans back into the Marvel fold without him being Captain America, but he could be the Human Torch again. But do you know how?
How?
In the first Captain America, First Avengers, they showed the Human Torch at the World's Fair. The android. Right. Mm-hmm. And so if you do the Invaders movie, you could say, oh, as a tribute to Captain America, because he was thrown into ice, remember, for this time, we're going to put the visage of his face on this android. Mm. And so now he's the Human Torch again.
Right.
Or you could just say he's a Skrull.
No.
That's coming next month. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait about like 3 or 4 weeks, I think, until that debuts.
Yeah, those are all the lazy ways out. But if they miss the opportunity not to do the Invaders and to explain, Shield and just deal with Marvel in a different time era.
Yeah.
They could have did like this cool 60s spy thing and showed the building of the first helicarrier.
Yeah, I was really hoping they were going to do the Fantastic Four, like the movie was going to take place in like the 60s and they were going to get lost in the quantum zone and they were just going to bring them back. I was really hoping for something like that, but I don't know. We'll see what they have planned. They've got something planned.
Do they now?
Well,
I think they're just going by the seat of their pants. No,
like I said, they have a 5-year plan that we know about, and then they have another 5 years beyond that we don't know anything about. Now, whether it all comes out exactly like they planned it is another thing.
I heard they were scrapping stuff already because Phase 4 was so terrible.
I don't think they're scrapping it. I think they're just spreading it out a lot more.
Mm.
I think they should bring Puck into an unofficial play.
What? I'm sorry, sir. What?
He's trolling.
What?
Okay, what?
What?
Huh?
He said you could play Puck from the Alpha Flight.
She's all, go puck yourself.
She went on mute. She went off camera.
Now that would be a cool ass movie if they made Alpha Flight.
Yeah, but who's gonna go see a team about Canadian superheroes other than me?
If they're listen,
I love that.
Oh, I think it would be so great. I mean, come on, the characters themselves, that could be your new Guardians. You just can't, you have, I mean, you've got Sasquatch and Puck and like Snowbird and just all those characters were just cool.
I mean, those characters are very cool. I'm surprised they never clicked. with American audiences. But they did do like sort of an Alpha Flight team that Carol Danvers was in charge of for a little while in one of the Captain Marvel books. So that could be one way to bring him in.
Well, I mean, if they have Wolverine, they can certainly use. They can have him be part of an Alpha Flight kind of team. You know what I mean? Just introduce him.
Yeah. I like this from Amelia up a little bit. I think that could work out pretty well.
I mean, I like Rachel Weisz. If you could bring her back as a different person, that'd be cool. Ooh, I like one. Yeah, you guys, fuck all of you. Only person that's answering me is David. It's great. You know what? It's the only reason why I even came on here. Allergies and all, guys. Allergies and all.
Allergies. You got COVID for the 4th time.
Well, I had it once. I already took a test. It's negative.
For the 4th time?
How can you have allergies when the weather never changes there?
Because I was in Zion.
Ah, that's right.
And there was like pollen. Like you could see big ass chunks of pollen just floating in the air. And I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. And it was bad. Hey, fractured foot. Look at this one. Yeah, see?
Yeah, listen, I have to say the actress that played Emma Frost in the X-Men First Class, she may have been great on Mad Men, but she was not a good Emma Frost at all.
January Jones? I don't know.
You think she's hot, but she couldn't act her way out of a bag.
Agreed.
Also, I think Rachel Weisz as Emma is a little too old at this point.
And she's already been in the MCU.
Who was she in the MCU?
Natasha Romanoff's mom.
Oh, yeah. All right. You're right. Which means she'll probably be in the Thunderbolts movie.
She could. I think it's funny that David Harbour is actually only 10 years older than Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
That guy's looked like he was in his mid-40s since he was like 20.
Mm-hmm. So true.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I was talking to Linda Craig. Exactly. If anybody wants to know how horrible an actress January Jones is, watch her Saturday Night Live. It was the worst Saturday Night Live I ever saw in my life. She is awful. Like I said, and this could be controversial too. I don't think John Hamm is a very good actor. I'm sure he was awesome on Mad Men as well. But everything I see that guy in, I don't know. I can't. It's not very good. Before somebody says John Hamm should play anybody.
Oh, you know what? You know who would be the perfect Dr. Doom? Pete Davidson.
Here we go.
Pete Davidson. There you go. Now you're trolling.
I think Ken isn't even trying. I think he's just trying to piss us off.
he's got an Us Weekly from 2 months ago. He's just flipping through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get Tina Fey to pay Emma Frost there.
There you go.
Lindsay Lohan is no. I'm just kidding. I can't even.
So who else? Who would be a good Jean Grey? A new Jean Grey?
They probably get a black girl because they keep getting rid of redheads.
Recast Karen Gillan.
Oh.
Yeah, Karen Gillan. She can play whatever she wants to because she had the full makeup and the bald head and a different voice. She could definitely do that.
Oh, I could definitely see her as Phoenix.
I do love Karen Gillan.
Yeah.
What about Gambit? Where do you stand on Gambit?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. Perfect.
I was thinking Matthew McConaughey 20 years ago.
Well,
Sure.
unfortunately, we can't go back in time.
Oh,
Says you. AI.
But I mean, I feel like this time you actually have to go with somebody that has a Cajun accent, or at least that can do a Cajun accent.
Yeah.
I still would have loved to at least have seen Channing Tatum as Gambit. I'm sad that never came to fruition.
Yeah. See, once again, I'm not a Channing Tatum fan either, so I did nothing for me.
The movies, he's better when he like is a cameo in like a funny movie. Like, did you ever see Dilemma? Like, he was hilarious in that movie.
Yeah.
Do you recast Professor Xavier and Magneto? Or do you
Well, you got to recast him.
Well, no, I mean the younger guys.
Oh,
Why do you want to? You could use the actors who've been playing them, the younger version.
I mean, so far, both the actors that have played both Xavier and Magneto have been pretty good, I thought.
yeah.
I mean, really, the only terrible fucking choice from the original X-Men movie was Halle Berry.
Well,
Whoa.
listen, all of those. The problem I have with all those X-Men movies is there's literally no continuity from movie to movie to movie. They do something in the first movie, and the second movie they're just like, all right, we're just gonna forget we did that, and we're gonna do this now. And they did that in every single movie. Like, she has an accent in the first movie, no accent in the second movie. They kill off Charles Xavier and destroy him into pieces. End of the movie, the Wolverine, he just wheels right back in, no explanation needed. At the end of Days of Future Past, Wolverine gets rescued by what's the character's name? Stryker. But it's not Stryker because it has Mystique guys. But somehow he still ends up with Stryker. It just like it didn't. It's like none of it made sense, and they just kept doing that every single movie. They would just do something and then just go, you know what? Even though we made that, we're just gonna forget about that one part and just do something else. You can't do that when you're making movies that are sequels of other movies.
Well, yeah, in the first X-Men movie, Rogue was like a main character, and then they like never used her again.
Yeah, that was rough. And I thought Anna Paquin was pretty good.
I do love the Rogue cut of Days of Future Past. If you've never seen the Rogue cut, it's really good.
I never bought that until the Rogue cut finally came out on DVD, so I could buy that.
There's a Rogue cut?
Yeah. It just adds more to Rogue's storyline and basically the same movie, but you get to see more of what actually happened with Rogue and Iceman and Kitty.
Right.
Iceman. Who's going to play Iceman? Nobody, because he won't be in the movie.
Nah, if he is in the movie, he'll automatically be gay right off the bat, which isn't a big deal. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that's going to piss off a lot of the hardcore X-Men fans right off the bat.
Me too.
I don't know. Like I said, they have to pick the characters, but if they're going to bring, who's going to be Kitty Pryde? Are they going to bring Kitty Pryde in? Like she like basically Rogue served as the Kitty Pryde in the X-Men movies. She played that role. But if they're going to do it right, then Kitty Pryde should be.
They're going to get Whoopi Goldberg to play her.
There's your Storm right there.
No, she's Kitty Pryde. She already has the Jewish last name.
I mean Storm. Whoopi Goldberg is Storm.
No, they're going to get Leslie Jones to play Storm.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
he's gonna yell at everybody.
One coffee ago.
Can you really waste Cyclops? Isn't he already kind of a wasted character?
Why do you hate Cyclops so much?
I just don't like him. He's such a little bitch.
Holy
A little bitch with eye stuff, whatever.
Maybe they'll bring Forge. That would be kind of cool to bring the more obscure X-Men mutant characters in. So
Yeah, I agree.
I think they will.
Dude, if there was a Forge and Storm like love story thing, that could be pretty cool.
Armor.
But who would they get to play Storm? That's a good question.
What's the goo guy's name? Glob?
I think there's a lot of young actors that could play the X-Men these days that would be pretty good. Like, speaking of Storm, I would say that, Madison Pettis would be pretty good at it.
Madison Pettis.
He was the little girl in The Tooth Fairy with the Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't picture what that person looks like.
So how would the X-Men work in this MCU if the world at large already are exposed to superheroes and people with powers? Why are the X-Men all of a sudden different?
Well, because they live on your street. They're not just, in Stark Tower. They're not just, it's like celebrities. It's like the same. It's like it's not just somebody that exists. It's somebody who's right next to you,
The X-Men don't live on, that's the problem with the X-Men now because there's too many of them.
Right.
They made it was, the whole point is that they were a minority and they made them almost equal to the population of normies. That in of itself destroys the argument, so people shouldn't be afraid of them.
But what if they took the angle that the X-Men already exist in the MCU and chose to stay out of the battle with Thanos because they were like, it's not our problem?
I didn't catch that whole thing.
I think they've already set up the X-Men in the MCU because of the Ms. Marvel show. Like, they mentioned the word mutant in that show and everybody lost their damn mind. But that sets up the whole point of they're all like Jeff said, they're all your neighbors. You don't know who they are.
And that's the thing is that's the whole thing. If it's not fear of just something different, it's fear of the unknown. It's fear of, there could be somebody next to you doing stuff and being able to walk through walls or being able to, just do anything, like turn invisible and be in your daughter's room or all this stuff. And it's just that's the fear. You have to lay in with the fear of these people needing to be. It's that whole instead of having like the mutant act, it's the Sokovia Accords, and they maybe you can go back and say Xavier saw this all. They saw this coming, which is why they didn't announce their presence. And the Sokovia Accords just proved it, So basically, it's a good thing we didn't show ourselves because then we would have to let them know and register who we are. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
I think it's just going to be one of those. What do they call it? Convergence, when the two multiverses collapse on each other.
They could. Mike D says, I love it, David. Thank you.
Thanks.
I really enjoy the signing of your name with the whiteout.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he did that on the first one too. I said the same thing. It looks amazing.
I really like it. It's really cool.
All right. The next one is The Shadow, right?
Shadow.
All right.
Shadow news.
L for Ronald Shepard.
Yeah, it's for Ron. So far it's David Desmond, Mike Driscoll, and Ron Shepard.
What was the name of Driscoll's person?
Ultra Boy.
Ultra Boy.
From the Legion of Superheroes.
I mean, I know it's from the Legion of Superheroes. I don't know.
Well, excuse me. Sorry.
What's Chef getting? Shadow Boy, Shadow Man.
The capital the shadow. The shadow.
Sorry, I'm really tired, you guys. These allergies are really killing me. I've never had allergies before. I don't appreciate them.
I told you I had your back and already wrote the list out. I could have just sent a picture to you.
I know, but I also have to still do the Steve list. Sorry, guys, I was out of town. No Wi-Fi. Well, minimal Wi-Fi, but not enough Wi-Fi to do invoices on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll just do the last week's show and tonight's show on Sunday, guys.
How are has everyone paid up on the Florin op? Are all those paid yet? Do we know?
Joe no say.
Did
Joe
you
no
just
log
say-
in.
Did you try to say je ne sais pas in French, but you didn't actually say it?
Yo no say.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm very amused by this paintbrush I found. It's very soft.
Annika meant to take an allergy pill, and she actually took ecstasy.
Yeah.
Don't say that. That'll get me in trouble.
This brush is so soft; it feels so good.
It is really soft. It's like my mom's. I don't know what she uses it for, but I know she's taking like Japanese or like ink. I don't know. She's getting into art, guys. She's retired. She's got hobbies now.
But speaking of the scrolls earlier, Bacon, are you looking forward to that series?
I kind of liked the Disney Plus shows. I thought it was nice to see a new episode every week for the most part last year. And now, like we were talking about earlier, they've slacked off on them, and the next two after this one aren't even going to show up until November. So
yeah, I think they're trying to. I think that they thought the complaints was they were putting more work into the Disney Plus shows than the movies, and they want. So I guess they're trying to focus more on the movies now than the Disney Plus shows.
yeah, but there were a couple of really good shows, and there was also a couple of duds, but there was a couple of really good ones. Like WandaVision is still, I think, my favorite thing the MCU has done.
Hmm.
But I'm definitely looking forward to Secret Invasion. I they've done a very good job of showing very little of what's actually going to happen. So
yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It's right in there in that like Winter Soldier sort of spy story kind of thing. I really dig that.
exactly, and plus they've been teasing that since the first Captain Marvel movie, which was I think at this point 4 maybe 5 years ago.
Hmm.
So I don't know. It should be exciting. We should be fun to see what happens and who's involved and who's not involved and how they change the story. Obviously, the Avengers overall aren't going to be in that show from the comic book, but plus you're going to have Norman Osborn come in at the end like he did in the comics, or what?
No. Well, apparently there's no Oscorp in the MCU, so.
Whoa.
I agree, David. I think Sharon Carter, she changed way too much between the end with Civil War and being on the
Yes, 100%.
I would definitely.
And even at the end, she was still a bad guy, right? So yeah, I agree with you, David. That's a good point.
Who plays Sharon Carter?
I cannot remember her name, but
Oh, the girl from Revenge.
yes.
Yeah, we'll see. I can't wait. I can't wait to see who they. Everybody's so convinced they're going to name one of the existing.
Emily
superheroes.
Van Camp.
There you go. Or they're going to make Brody a Skrull or something. So.
I like this theory
She's Mystique.
more than the scroll theory.
That's a pretty unique theory too. I mean, why not? It sounds like they're already filming Captain America 4, but I still haven't seen that on the actual schedule.
Yeah.
What was that for? Was that just allergies, or was that just you don't want to see Captain America 4?
No, just making weird noises. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So wait, so which movie? So we just have the Marvels this year, right? And then that's it for.
Yeah, I think so, because there's already been 2. So I think, the Marvels is it.
So next year we'll probably get another Spider-Man movie.
Well, I think everything's about to be infinitely delayed.
What'd you say, Annika?
Oh, I think everything's about to be infinitely delayed with the writer's strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already basically Blade was supposed to start filming in June, and they said that that's delayed now. Which that movie was announced how many years ago? First of all, Mahershala Ali's like in his 50s.
I was that was a surprise casting to me. I really like him as an actor, but I was surprised they picked somebody to play the character who was, almost as old as the actor who just finished playing him in the 90s.
Snipies.
The only thing I can think of is they're gonna do one Blade movie with him, and he's gonna die, and all of a sudden his daughter will come in.
Yeah, they definitely have younger versions of everybody waiting for this after Secret Wars new Marvel Cinematic Universe thing is what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I still haven't seen Ant-Man.
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, I know. And yet I chose to watch Dungeons and Dragons instead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on Paramount Plus.
I enjoyed it.
My wife liked it too.
Yeah, it was really funny. I chuckled quite a bit more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I was never a Dungeons and Dragons player, so I don't know. But I did add it.
I don't think you have to be.
You don't have to. I've never played it. I've always wanted to play it, but I mean, I love Michelle, and I mean, Chris Pine can be a funny, smarmy person. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'll probably watch it again this week when I have to do work. I'll put it on in the background.
Yeah. Linda, I do think that's right. I think a lot of the characters that played the second version of the X-Men, I think that there is a copyright that they're waiting to fall off. So that might be another contributing factor into why they haven't brought the X-Men in yet, is because they're waiting for the existing contracts to fall out so they can recast without paying any money.
That's a good point. But they did just rehire Hugh Jackman for Deadpool 3.
Yeah, well, that was like that's sort of a swan song to him, and it's fun. And they honestly didn't. I mean, I'm sure that was him and Ryan Reynolds going, "Let's just go have a lot of fun and make a bunch of money."
That's true. That's true.
I mean, all their social media almost is an advertisement for each other and their bromance. Why not make a movie about it?
True.
I have a friend who worked on Hugh Jackman's costume for that.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Is it going to be a yellow and blue? I hope so.
All I could say is that, and what he told me is that you'll be happy.
I like being happy.
So now we got to figure out what makes David Williams happy when it comes to Wolverine.
Well, Hyper Potato, you can claim that if you want to.
What does it say? What did I miss? David should draw Atari Force to spite.
You say
Team brown suit. Get out of here, Linda. I used to like you. Yellow suit.
Duck season. Wabbit season.
Oh no, Mike D. I used to like you too.
Well, I mean, Bacon. Do you want him to have whiskers too? I mean, come on.
He should. All of us Canadians do. Can't you see?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Ooh,
did not know that, Emilio. That's kind of cool.
the ridge with the tobes.
Nice.
No,
He's
I
gonna be
think he
like-
said Amazing Spider-Man 2. So,
Oh, that's
no.
with the Garf.
Yeah.
Garf, the Garf.
He's like, I created the Rhino mech suit.
See, I knew I liked Emilio.
Oh, I wonder if that was a shipping notice for my shirt, guys.
I didn't order a shirt because Ken still hasn't done all the things that he said he was going to do last week.
Oh, I wanted the one with all of us in the back.
Bacon, are you somebody just throwing up all kinds of stuff on the screen? I'm
Ken's clicking buttons in the background because he heard me say his name. Next thing you know,
Emilio
it's
says
going to be
he was a PA on Amazing Spider-Man 2 because they shot a scene in his area. Cool.
Oh, very nice.
Did I tell you the story of me being on the set of the first Spider-Man movie?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Say
I
it
did?
again. Tell it again. Tell it again.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said, "Can I?" I said, "Yes." Tell me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
When I was working at Warner Brothers, I heard that they were going to be shooting some of Spider-Man on the Warner Brothers set. And the Warner Brothers set was right across the street from where I was working in the consumer products building.
Mm.
And so after work, me and some friends just went over there and just literally walked on the set as they were filming. And they were filming the bank robbing scene where Peter's trying to take some pictures of Spider-Man stopping these bank robbers and stuff. And they had several different Spider-Man and all this other kind of stuff and doing their wire work and flips, and it was really cool. And then they noticed that we didn't belong there, so they kicked us off. So they were filming there for like 2 or 3 days. So I snuck back on. And later that night, they were filming the scene with all the thugs going after Mary Jane,
right?
In the rain,
Upside
and the
down
upside down kiss. Now, before all of that started, I had like this Warner Brothers jacket on. I was trying to obscure it, so people couldn't see the little tag and stuff. So I started pretending like I worked there. So I'm like picking up cables and moving stuff, just like one of the other persons there. So they're thinking I'm working. And then I go around the corner to where they're about to start shooting that scene. And it's close to like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's how long they were shooting. So I'm there all day, but I'm like a kid in a candy store because I'm looking at these people in Spider-Man costumes, and here's all the producer, here's the Sam Raimi, here's the costume guy. I'm like, I know all of these people. It's cool. And so on the side of where they were filming that whole production, there is an abandoned building, right? So I decided to hide in the abandoned building as they shot. And so I'm looking at them shoot that whole entire scene where Mary Jane is running down the thing and they're fighting and all this other kind of stuff. And
Whoa.
I'm like, whoa, you know,
Yeah.
water's being splashed all over the place, and they can't see me because first it was like the way the building was, it looked like it was supposed to be junk, so I guess I looked like a piece of junk in there. Because I was perfectly still and I was just like peeking through the window and I'm seeing all this cool stuff. And, you know, I had to call my wife and say, hey, babe, it's going to be a little late. I'm over. She's like, yeah. She knows how I am. So
I'm stuck.
I'm
so I got
pretending
to
to
see
be a piece of trash. Shh.
Yeah, exactly. So I got to see all this really, really cool stuff of how they shot this amazing, iconic scene, and
Wow.
it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's epic. That's one of the big scenes too. So
Yeah, and I was one of the first persons to give like any kind of news about that movie on one of the websites before it was called Before it was Superheroes Hype. It was called Spider-Man Hype.
Oh.
And I gave them all the 411. I said, "Oh, the costume looked like." They didn't even know what the costume looked like at that time.
Oh.
Wow.
So I'm describing it. So I'm seeing it as I was like total nerd, you know. But it was
Shoot, do
pretty
you have any
fun.
idea how much TMZ would pay for that now? If you had
I
that?
know, right?
they probably would have paid for it back then too.
Yeah.
Oh, Emilio was there for those blog days.
Yeah.
He's like, I remember those days. I was on that forum.
Yeah.
Well, Emilio, now you know who the source was.
Yep.
Yeah. I was Spy D Whams. SPY D Whams.
Of course you were.
I like it. I like it.
That's so good. Spy D.
So when that first Spider-Man movie came out, the day it came out was my prom, my senior prom for high school.
Mhm.
And they let us out of school early to go get ready for prom, right? So we got out at like noon that day. So me and all the guys just went to see the movie. We didn't go.
Yeah.
We got tickets. We went. We snuck McDonald's in. It was a great day, right? Well, we were an hour late to pick up all of our girlfriends, and the rest of the night did not go so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
You're all totally worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Yeah, there's only. I'm trying to think. I remember seeing Batman, the first Batman movie on its opening night when I was like 15 years old, and I remember seeing like Phantom Menace on opening night. Those are about the only. I mean, I've seen so many movies. Those are the two that stand out where I was just like, something was just different about those, I guess, than other movies.
The night the first Avengers movie came out, we bought like midnight tickets, right? Because back then it was still you had to buy midnight tickets,
right?
Yep.
Well, I had a genius idea. I was like, oh, it's a midnight showing. Like, we're just gonna go to the Durham Bulls baseball game first. It's no problem. Starts at 7. It'll be over in plenty of time, right? Went to 15 innings. We stayed the whole time, and also this was before. This was before you could get assigned seats at theaters.
Yeah, so you had to get there early.
So we watched Avengers 1 from the front row.
Yeah, of course you did.
That's great. That's funny.
Yeah, I remember that, like watching Harry Potter at midnight,
Yeah.
like lining up at like 4 p.m. right after school got out.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't. Those are the only ones. I remember when I saw that Batman movie. That was probably like, get dropped off. Was there. We get the second they let us in we saw the first showing of the night and on the first day, me and my friends, and we were so stoked for that movie. I was as a kid. I mean, I saw Star Wars, the original Star Wars in the movie theater, but I don't remember that. I saw Empire and Jedi in theater, but I was too young to really appreciate that as much as like
I wasn't born when some of those movies came out.
I know.
Yeah, I did not see those when they premiered.
I will say Empire to this day is the best Star Wars movie of all time.
Agreed. Top 5 movie all time.
I fell asleep on Star Wars the first time. Not because what you think. It was the premiere day. It was the premiere day that everybody was. I was living out in California, LA, and all that kind of stuff. The line was so damn long, and it was so hot outside. So by the time I'm 7 or 8, by the time 8 when I go in there, I'm exhausted.
Right.
And so, I go in first. The first time we go in, it's just me, my dad, and my mom, and I think a couple other family members. So when we're coming out, other family members were in line. So we got back in line with them again. So we went and saw it 2 times in one night. So I finally got to see the second half. So I was a little bit more alert. So I did fall asleep the first time.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. You went back in with them.
Yeah.
Whew.
Those people were not too happy that we were getting back in line. They're like, "Hey."
Yeah.
Okay,
I have more
What do you want?
Right. I have more Star Wars memories about watching it that we recorded on our Betamax off of HBO than anything else, I think.
Oh, wow.
You know, those copies, those handwritten sticker copies that you just watch over and over and over and over.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what people did. That's right, Chuck. You would literally buy tickets to another movie just so you could see the Batman trailer. That is so true.
Yep, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
it was like me and 8 other people and comic book artists. We went and did that. We were just like, we got to see that again.
Those first 2 Michael Keaton Batman movies are like, they're amazing. They're just amazing.
Yeah. I got handed tickets to see the Batman Returns in an advanced screening in DC, and it came with like I don't even know what happened. A T-shirt they gave me a T-shirt that had Batman and the Penguin and Catwoman on the front of the T-shirt as like when you got into the movie they hand you the shirt. I have to have that shirt somewhere. It's got to be in a drawer or something.
A friend of mine got to go to the 89 premiere. And he was telling me because he got in and he was going to the bathroom, and when he looked up, Prince was in the next stall next to him.
What?
And he looked over and he goes, "What up, man?" And he goes, "What up?" And just scampered away.
Yeah.
Did his business and get it out. He said, "I can't believe I was just peeing right next to Prince."
Yeah.
Right? That's cool.
Oh my God.
Guys, if we ever do a 4C trivia again, I got the best question.
He should have leaned over and said, "I'm gonna pee like it's 1999."
Yeah. I don't think he wanted to do that. His big old giant bodyguard was right there. He didn't want to get stopped.
I would have.
You would have took that risk.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm trying to think of some other good, like, going to see a movie things that have happened, but Avengers and Spider-Man are pretty much my top ones. Thank God they don't do just midnight showings on Thursday anymore. Like, I'm going to see Little Mermaid on Thursday at 3 p.m. It's awesome. Too old for that midnight shit.
You're going to go see that movie?
Yep.
Wow.
Huh.
You guys don't think it'll be good?
No. None of those movies should be remade.
I mean, I've generally enjoyed the live action ones. They're not as good as the originals, but most of them have been at least pretty decent.
Huh. They got rid of the Le Poisson song.
The what?
The Le Poisson song. With the chef. Le Poisson, Le Poisson.
No way. They took that out?
Yes, it's not in there.
Hmm.
That's all you guys are getting from me.
I wanted a little more.
I love that song, and he's trying to kill the. Oh, it's so good. It's not in there.
Yeah, they see that. Then you never used to be that. You know, there were only Friday night shows, and then they were like 6 o'clock on it, and there were early Friday shows. Then they started doing the midnight shows, and now I'm like, yeah, you can just see them basically the day before at like noon or 3 o'clock. It's just a normal thing to go see a movie the day before it comes out. It's like the Black Friday used to be a thing, and now the places just start on Thursday, on Thanksgiving.
Oh, stop being old and antiquated. Just let us have our fun.
No, there needs to be rules to this stuff.
We all get to leave work early / we don't tell anyone that we're leaving work early, and we just do it anyways. I mean, it's great. It's fantastic.
I'm still sore that Becker got to see the Flash movie already.
Yeah, but we're going to get to see it the night before Heroes, so we're good.
I know. We get to see it on one of those Thursday night shows, so it'll be fun.
To be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't see it until it was on HBO Max if it wasn't for the fact that we're going the night before. And it's free.
Yeah, and we're going to a private theater that was rented out. That's correct.
Like, I got excited today because the second Shazam is finally free on Max.
Ha, my mom's watching it right now.
Oh my God, I feel bad for you guys.
Well, it's free. Who cares? I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, it was free for me too, and I want my money back.
Was it that bad?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
My dad is sitting with my mom, but on his iPad. Oh, with earphones in.
Yeah, Emilio. I don't even tell my boss. I just like kind of put up a self meeting on Teams and go.
Well, apparently this Flash movie should be a nice lead in to rebooting. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, didn't James Gunn support it and say, you know, like they rewrote a couple things and threw it in just to, like you said, to be a reboot kind of thing?
I think it's going to reset a lot of stuff. So, and it's also a nice ending for the Snyderverse too, I think.
Boo.
Yeah.
Because he did do one thing right. It was casting the perfect Superman body face.
Annika is a Henry Cavill fan through and through.
I will stand his body and his face as Superman for many years to come.
Yeah, too bad they didn't have the good writing, but you know, it's fine.
But the body and the face.
But the body and the face.
That's half the battle.
I mean, the thing about the Snyderverse is nobody really appreciated it until it was gone. It got every time he did a movie, it got panned. It got, you know, when Batman vs Superman came out, people didn't like it.
Can I point something out?
Please.
Yeah.
His movies made more money than James Gunn's movies.
They did. That is true.
That's all I got to say.
Well, he made a lot more movies than James Gunn did too.
No. I'm just talking about, and that's not true either. James Gunn has more superhero movies under his belt, or superhero related things, than Zack Snyder does. But yet, Zack Snyder still made more money in his movies.
Are you
really counting money made from box office as the idea of a good director?
No, but that's how studios look at it.
That's how studios look at it. It's
Right, but wait.
business.
So are you counting 300 in that, or just the
no?
Just the DC ones?
The DC ones.
I hear you on that, but Batman versus Superman. Okay, sure. Of course, that's going to make a lot of money compared to Guardians of the Galaxy.
No. Okay, but let's just be fair. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was trash.
Thank you.
And this is coming from somebody who loves Nebula and Rocket. But Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was absolute garbage, and I will die on that hill.
You should die on that hill.
I knew we had to be besties for some reason.
Like, I walked out of
Yeah,
Guardians
of course.
3.
The Annika and D-Wham's best friendship comes back. I get it.
It's back. It's back, baby.
I mean, he just had the three movies, right? That was it.
No, Suicide.
Thank you, Chuck Arnold.
No, I was talking about Snyder.
Oh.
Yes.
He just
and
had.
The thing is,
but you're counting Justice League too, which is that the theatrical release of that movie wasn't even his movie.
I'm not counting that. He made money off of the HBO Max.
Oh, you're counting the HBO Max. How much money how can you calculate how much money that made?
Because they can do that now.
They do that.
That was
by
part of
the views.
That was part of the Disney lawsuit that Scarlett Johansson filed.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they can actually determine how much money, and that's why Scarlett Johansson sued them, because they weren't paying her for it.
Yeah. But you also have to minus the amount of money that was invested to remake it too. But I see what you're saying. But yeah, I don't know. But I still think, trying to think, because Gunn hasn't. How many movies has Gunn made? I mean, he only made the. I don't know.
4 plus Peacemaker.
Which one?
Exactly. And Peacemaker was a series.
4 plus Peacemaker.
I did enjoy Peacemaker. But I think I enjoyed Peacemaker because of John Cena.
I think I enjoyed Peacemaker because of the opening credit scene.
Oh, yeah. I wanted that to be my wedding dance, my first dance.
I do believe that Gunn directed the scene with Guardians of the Galaxy in Infinity War. So if that's true, you have to count that $2 billion in there.
Boo.
Semantics.
Star-Lord.
That is semantics.
I hate Star-Lord so much. Anyways.
Yeah, it's his fault that
it's his fault.
Thanos did all he did.
Well, here's
Emilio.
See, wait a minute.
Emilio, let me stop. Emilio, come on, man. You're missing out. Watch
if you like dick and fart jokes, please watch Peacemaker.
I refuse.
Yeah, that's what it's not my thing, but more power to you.
Star-Lord did cause the blip. That is true.
All right, here's the thing, though, guys. You can't blame Star-Lord because in the other 14 million scenarios, it didn't matter what caused it to not work out. It didn't work out. So they had to. This was the one scenario where it all worked out. So you can't blame Star-Lord. Blame Doctor Strange.
I agree, Chuck. However, I'm going to go back to my previous argument. The body and the face.
100% agree with Chuck. Chuck and me are friends. Sounds like
Chuck's a good guy. I met Chuck. Chuck's a nice guy. We had a very good conversation at Baltimore last year, hanging out. He's a great guy.
Are you doing Baltimore this year, Jeff?
I'm always doing Baltimore. My home show, baby.
As long as we don't do 3 a.m. wake up.
No, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that. No, I don't have to.
Come hang out.
Well, I got a room, so.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
We'll see. It just depends on who gets announced. There's not a lot of big names on there yet for me.
Yeah.
This one's
he
cool.
did totally waste the Jimmy Olsen character, but I think that wasn't a big thing for him.
This is now questionable for me.
I fan wrote for that. I was like, okay, what if that was Jimmy Olsen's father?
Ah.
And that's the thing that inspired him, because he goes, I want to work here and I want to do what my father did. And he was a photographer. And that's how he becomes a Cub reporter.
Look at you. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to check my email, guys. This one's turning out real cool, David.
Oh, thank you.
Oh gosh, I know it's out of control.
I wish I had one of those big markers. You know, the big fat ones that you get high from?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I'd be able to black this stuff in a lot faster.
Those ones are so cool.
I literally had to throw. I had a red one and a black one before. I had to throw out the red one because I was using it one time and everybody was like, "What the heck is that? That stinks so bad." I'm like, "Dang, man, I can't even use that. I'm doing art here. You're killing us."
You guys. So funny.
Oh, good. Chuck's going to be at Heroes. Nice. All right. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Heroes is good. Listen, we have something planned for every single night at Heroes. It's going to be amazing.
Do we?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even ask you yet. I didn't know if Becker asked you. Were you going to come to the Flash with us?
Well, seeing as I had the wrong dates, everything's up in the air right now.
if you get your ticket and you arrive on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
I remember last year when you showed up in the middle of the party and took an Uber to the restaurant.
Oh yeah, that was because I was not happy about that. my flight got canceled.
Yes.
That's right.
Well, look now that at least your flight didn't get canceled.
I just booked it for the wrong week.
Yeah, but I told you what to do. It's not hard. You should be fine.
You still have 3 weeks ish.
Well, actually, I'm glad that you told me, because when I went to my orientation, I had to give the dates that I was not available to work.
Yeah, see? So you gave the right dates, right?
It's the 16th. I can't work that weekend.
Right.
Yeah, but you got to ask out for earlier than the 16th.
Hyper Potato. I love your name, by the way. David. No, David's not doing any shows currently, but maybe sometime. But not. He will not be attending Heroes.
Not Heroes, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would bother him the whole time.
Emilio says you're bad at maps and dates, apparently.
Well, to be fair, I was not paying attention whenever I looked that up, and I was looking at last year's Heroes dates.
Yes. And last year was the only year that they've had a show that it wasn't on Father's Day weekend in the last decade. So
yeah, which I would have liked if they would have kept going with that, but it's fine.
It's fine, guys. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I feel like there's a lot of artists that are fathers that don't do Heroes because it's Father's Day weekend. So
whatever. I'd make it a point to bring my daughter with me. That's my Father's Day weekend. Annika, were you drinking?
When
you booked your flights? That's what Emilio said.
I mean, probably.
Probably.
Would we be surprised? Is the big question.
Check out that shadow.
It's not done yet.
He's got to bring the white.
That's right.
So yeah. So anyway, if you can be there, I'm sure we could get you into the Flash premiere. And then the next night we're doing the other thing.
Are we definitely doing that thing, or are we just not? I never commented to say I was going to do that.
No, well, I mean, I asked a couple questions about it, so I probably will. But
Isn't that day the day of the art and draw?
it is. Yeah. So you can do both.
Yeah,
The drink
it's a
and
drink and
draw.
draw.
Drink and draw.
But the drink and draw, nobody really goes to that anymore.
But you could do. I mean, you could do both. You can. I mean, it's do one then the other.
I mean, does anyone really want me throwing an axe around then? Let's just be real.
And then the art auction. No, the art auction, Emilio, is on Saturday. So we're going to be there Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So,
Guys, I'm going to try and keep it together that night.
that
No,
won't be
you're
any
not.
fun. That won't be any
I'm
fun.
not going to try to keep together, so why should you?
Guys, I bought a wonderful piece of art. But it's of a boy with no nose. I don't really know.
Listen, you had fun because you can't remember what happened. So,
Oh, no, I remember. Got yelled at by Monica. She wouldn't let me hang out with my friends.
When are you not yelled at by Monica? Let's just be honest.
That's also.
I saw Larry really drunk that on Friday night before I left. That was fun.
Oh, yes, and then I got Larry drunk Saturday night. Because he lost his bedding.
Sorry, he's a friend of ours. Let's
So
see.
we got very drunk together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had to drink with him in solidarity.
Are you gonna get Scotty Young? Is Scotty gonna be at Heroes?
Yes, he's going to be at Heroes, but am I going to spend $12K for a piece? No.
Yeah, we'll leave that to Jason.
6 months of my salary. Okay, not 6 months, but it is a lot of months of salary. More than one. More than two. I think more than three. I don't know though, guys. Gotta do math.
I love watching Annika do math in her head. It's fantastic.
He's definitely a measure once, cut twice kind of person.
I am. The sad thing is I'm actually really good at math when I need to be. It's just when I don't need to be that things get loose.
My daughter
real
even has a Scotty piece.
Yeah. Some of you have amazing Scotty pieces, including your daughters, of course.
Listen, I never thought she was gonna roll doubles. I was bluffing.
Well, it doesn't matter. You can't even roll for. You can't even try and get a Scotty doubles anymore. He doesn't do it. Such a pain. That's fine though. He's out of my price range now, unfortunately.
Well, you have plenty of Scotty stuff, so
That is true. But Ken did a thing, guys, and so I think I'm gonna be owing Ken payments for a couple years to try and get the thing that Ken got.
Oh.
From Scotty?
Nope, from Anthony.
Oh, interesting. I don't know about this. You'll have to message
do you want that thing?
Oh, yes, I do.
Wow. Well, if you guys want to know what she's talking about, you need to go back and watch our Wheel of Deals show from this past weekend on the CAF, and you will see what happened that Annika's talking about. That's all I'll say.
Annika is very upset with Ken for. But if anyone was going to get it, I'm happy it's Ken because he likes the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to convince him. I'm going to twist his arm and be like, hey, Ken, you hold that piece for 3 years while I pay it off.
Yeah, I'm sure you can make that happen. I mean, I'm sure that he will.
I'll pay it off over the course of 5 years.
Indentured servitude is a thing.
Ooh, I love when David brings out his non-tool tools.
Yeah, right.
I feel like I was watching you do all this white splatter, and yet I still don't get how it turned out. Like that.
Toothbrush.
But
That's why his teeth are so white. Fantastic.
to you, B-Man.
B-Man.
Yep.
Since when did I become B-Man?
Since I'm delirious.
There it is, guys. Another wonderful piece. So since we are now at the almost 3-hour mark, I think we're going to call it, people. But thank you all so much. Thank David for coming out and rejoining the land of the drawing. We missed you. Yeah, we love you too, buddy.
So glad that David's back.
Yep. And we'll, like I said, we'll look into it as soon as he knocks out the last of his pieces that he owes. We'll definitely see. Maybe we'll do some watercolor stuff with him or some gouache. He's been trying some new stuff. So excellent.
Oh yeah, those looked real cool. David, show those real quick before we go out.
Okay.
Yeah, show them again before we leave. And
There's some new friends here.
Yeah, some of these are available. Some of these aren't. That one is not available. Is already gone.
This one's
I
available.
love this one.
That one is available. It's even got. I love how it's got the two Doctor Stranges. And look at this. Just as we're going out, look who's coming back in. He made it to his hotel. He's back.
That's excellent because I couldn't find the end credit video. So
How cool would it be if you bought that piece because it's available, and then in the next rounds commissioned a Scarlet Witch to go with it?
You could absolutely
That would
check
be
out the double D's on that one.
Double D She Devil.
Everybody wants that Spidey, David.
Yeah.
Conan's already taken, unfortunately, but and there's where's that Flash Gordon one? That one's cool too. Look at that,
Yeah.
Flash Gordon and Ming. I love it.
That color work is insanity.
I just hear John Williams' theme when I see that Superman. Like, da-na-na-na-na-na. So there you go, guys. Some of these are available. If anybody wants, just reach out. We'll post them on the 4C. And how much for the Lady Daredevil? Ron Shepard asks.
That one's already sold.
That one's already sold. What's the price on the Doctor Strange? David Desmond asks.
I'll do 400.
There you go, $400. Let us know if anybody wants. It's beautiful. What size is it? 11 by 17?
11 by 17.
11 by 17. What's
I
the
think it's
price
on
for the
Marvel.
Flash? How much is the Flash Gordon?
About 450.
450. Oop, and it has a little prelim there underneath too. I see.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
And
So
the Strange Jason Harris is 400.
Strange is 400 and 450 for the Ming and Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
And we'll
But,
go
yeah.
ahead and post those up, guys, in the 4C chat too, so that more eyes can see it.
Unless you claim it.
Yeah.
There
Unless you
go.
claim it out.
Exactly. So
So
thank
we're
you
gonna
guys so much. Thank Annika for rushing from work to be here and be live on. Thank Bacon for being here all night and keeping track of stuff for Annika. And Ken for driving from Bill's house all the way back to his hotel after driving for 2 days straight. And
Wait,
Ron
pause.
Shepard has claimed the Flash Gordon at $450. So that Flash Gordon is now taken, David. So set that one
Oh.
aside.
Awesome. Great.
Great pickup, Ron.
Dang it, Ronald, I gotta get back to my notes.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. And once again, join us next Tuesday night for a special show where we're going to be adding another member to the 4C family. And you guys are going to be blown away by the art from this artist.
We are?
and we can't wait to have him on. I know, Annika, you came late. You don't know. You don't know anything.
I
But
mean,
you
I
will.
probably know.
You probably will. Probably. But have a wonderful night, guys. And thank you to David again for joining us. And thanks for being part of 4C. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Good night.